Hello and welcome to another update video about Chainlink. Chainlink dropped quite significantly, had a lot of requests for another Chainlink update. What I'd like to do is show you a snippet from a video from the 6th of December, which is a long time ago. Also do a bit of entertainment just to read through some of the comments from the video at the time. Not to call anyone out, I'm not calling any names or whatever, because you know, I know how quickly sentiment can shift, but I read through them. It's always funny to see it. Because I mean, I have no problem with discussing things, but some things just get a bit disrespectful. And then also it just shows how quickly sentiment can shift. Well, at the time everybody was like, oh no, you can't go lower, and now everybody's like, oh, is it going to survive? So let's just play that snippet, then we go into the link analysis, and I want to read some of the comments from the video back then. Just adjust the sound here a little bit. That is why I would wait personally to buy some more Link. I think we're going to see prices below $13 here. So below that previous low, we have to go below that wave A. Ideal target levels would be here between these two fib levels. We've got, this is the 0.786 fib level at 11.50 and the 0.887 fib level at $6.15 or 14, right? This is where I would expect ideally that C correction to land. Okay, so I will highlight that and we can keep track on it. There you go. This is where I would expect that C correction ideally to land. It could also go a little bit further down, possibly extending that a little bit here. But overall, this is what I personally expect for that current price move here. Yeah, this is what we're doing. And then after the C correction, I would expect, together with Bitcoin, that we're going to start a new. Okay, as you can see, these prices were reached now anyway. Yes, there is further downside potential, which is good because it gives us a lot of space for further downside, and we're going to dive deep into that in the link analysis. But just want to show you what a few, or not show you, but read out what a few people said back then. So one person said it's impossible for Link to go to $5. Okay, we are not there yet, but we'll see. In another Bitcoin drop, in my view, that will happen quite quickly. He said, I can see between $10 and $13. Well, we're pretty much there, which is great. Okay. Someone said, so glad I sold mine at 36. Well, you must be happy. Absolutely. Then someone said, how would Link get to $5 without Bitcoin breaking below 40K? All right. And I said, right, Bitcoin will break below 40K in my view. And then he said, okay, lol, you're wrong. It went to 50K. Okay. And then I said, okay, this is still at play, nothing changed. And he said, well, lol, anyone can say that, blah, blah. Okay, well, there we are, below 40K. Someone said, this video will not age well. Okay. Someone said, this is why technical analysis is wrong so often, always looking back. And then he said, good luck with that one. There's so much market fraud and manipulation going on. He said, pretty certain you're wrong. No, I wasn't wrong. Okay. Someone said extremely wrong. Okay, anyway, we are there. We are there. We are in the target area. There you go. And what I always try to emphasize, and I talked about that in previous videos for other coins as well, just that TA can work. Yeah, TA can work. I want to motivate you to learn it. I want to motivate you to engage with that. It's not all luck, it is all probabilities, yes. So it doesn't need to work out. Therefore, you usually have two scenarios. You have a primary one and a secondary one. For Chainlink, I didn't actually have a secondary one. I only had one scenarios for the last few months. However, if you really learn it, if you want to learn it, you can learn it and you can be right. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about being able to find an advantage for you in the market and to help you to make the right decisions. That's really what it's about. It's not about being right or wrong. Of course, not everybody's wrong 100% of the time, but it can just give you the edge in the market. And therefore, I try to really help you here with these videos. I mean, they don't cost you anything anyway, to really get an understanding of the market. That's why I'm so motivated to do them. Otherwise, I wouldn't do so many videos per day. So I really want to emphasize the Elliott wave method can be one of the most accurate methods of forecasting prices if applied correctly. I think it is more useful sort of in the medium term view, because in the short term you will have to adjust waves quite often. if prices do something different, because you always have at least two scenarios anyway. So when one scenario gets invalidated, you go to the other one. That can be quite a time-consuming exercise, but especially in the medium term, as I apply it here often, it is a powerful tool. It's an absolute powerful tool, and it is the tool in TA which, in my opinion, comes closest to what you could call magic. Now it sounds a bit stupid, but it is really what it is. Otherwise, I couldn't have told you that we are reaching this area with confidence in December. So there we are, below that $11.50 level, below that 78.6% Fibonacci level. And I hope, even though in those comments people said, good luck with that, it's impossible to go below $6 and whatever, or to $6, this is the level, the 88.7% Fib level, that I now think we are going to see, because we dropped below the 78.6. We haven't had a strong reaction to it. I mean, we don't need to necessarily see the 88.7% Fib level at $6 anymore, but it is now likely, as we have dropped quite strongly, quite deeply already into this target area here. And so far, we do not see a really bullish reaction. We also didn't really spend a lot of time in this target area here. Only a short moment really before, that was here on the 24th of February. We spent only a little bit of time in there really. So we bounced off that. That could have been, the market could have made something out of this. It didn't. In the end, it became a 3-wave move, an A, B, C, which basically means that after that you have your 5-wave move down, which means that we are probably going to come down a little bit deeper. I can imagine that we can go down a little bit lower, maybe to that support level here around $9.25, which is obviously here the support level of the wedge. Now with that wedge, I can draw it in different ways. I could even draw it like that. That pushes the price down even a little bit more. That would give a support line here around $77.80. With a few touch points here, 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points if you use the wicks for that, because on the higher time frame, these are the wicks. In the end, we don't know where support will be. But we have dropped into the target area. But that is what I would expect, that we find support here somewhere on that descending wedge. And we, as I said, we can also move it in like that, because on the daily, I think this will look like that these are just the wicks that come out to the downside. Yes, exactly. So if you just use the candle bodies, you can see actually that there is quite a bit of less space now, obviously, between the price and that wedge. So I would expect that we are going to see here the support level at some point, which, if I draw it like that, will be now at around a little bit above $9, right? So it is a bit hard because it's not 100%, it's not super easy to draw it, because you can draw it one way or the other. But if I leave it like that, I think this would be the first possibility where it can find additional support. But now obviously $11, we are here. Yeah, we came already down to $10.63. So found quite a bit of support there, moved already up to $11 again. On the daily though, the MACD is still pushing lower. That potential bullish crossover that we had on the chart has been basically prevented. We are now oversold, which means at some point here we should see some move to the upside. It's not happening yet. As long as Bitcoin is sort of not moving, I think we are going to see here altcoins suffer a little bit, but in line with expectation, we dropped a little bit further. As I said in the last videos, that we are going to come down lower, because we only spent a very, very little time here in this sort of target area. We only touched it really, and that made, in the end, after we only made a 3-wave move, it made it quite likely that we drop into the target area again. As I said, worst case currently that I can see here on the chart is a drop into that area of, well, to $6. Yeah, $6.08. What happens if we break that level? See, months ago we talked about being impossible. Now we talk about what happens if we break it. There isn't much more I can do with this chart really. Even if I go to 0, it won't change a lot. We can only hope that level holds, because if it doesn't, it will take the price below the 88.7% Fibonacci level. Even if I start the Fibs at 0, it won't change a lot. Nothing really. So we can only hope that this level is holding. Any asset that drops below the 88.7% Fib level and stays there for a while, typically has difficulties to recover. But I don't see that problem at the moment because we still have around about, well, 45% scope to move lower, right? And in another Bitcoin drop, that should be enough to support Chainlink here. That is my current view here about Chainlink. After the correction is finished, we can see prices, well, we can see, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just take a look at the Fibonacci extensions for Chainlink from the low here. Oops, now I need to Fib extension. I make it not 100% perfect now, just roughly here. To the high, we go to the low. Let's say we really get to $6 and $6 and something, and the next wave up would then go to at least $91. That is the minimum target for the third wave, because in the end this here was a first wave, a second wave. The third wave should go to at least $91, the 1.618 Fibonacci extension, but that is the absolute minimum for a wave 3. And yeah, overall the chart is looking quite good, but it now needs to turn around here at some point in the target area. But as I said, there is still another 45% opportunity or potential to drop down lower. All right, that's my view about Chainlink. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.